Amber Heard and Johnny Depp's trial may be over, but the can of worms remains open. Throughout the trial, we found out about some heinous things that happened between the couple, and they shocked the world. New things have come to light now about Amber's antics right after Johnny's mother died, and netizens are absolutely shocked. Apparently, the night after Johnny Depp's mother passed away, Amber Heard was seen sneaking James Franco into Depp's apartments literally a night later. Johnny's mother died on the 21st of May 2016, and you can see that the date at the bottom of the recording says the 22nd of May 2016. A lot on the internet are outraged by this, and for those unversed about why, it's because Amber and James allegedly had an affair when Johnny and Amber were still married. Amber Heard's connection with James Franco was brought up during her defamation trial with Johnny Depp on May 17, 2022. Camille Vasquez, Johnny's lawyer, cross-examined the Aquaman star using security footage from the night before Amber filed for divorce from Johnny. Camille Vasquez made her name during her cross-examinations in the trial, and she was on to Amber from the start. She compared the dates that she invited Franco over to Johnny's schedule, saying that Amber knew that Johnny would be out of town. If she and James were only friends, why did she feel the need to sneak him in? Amber confirmed that the relationship between her and James was strictly platonic. He was my friend and he lived next door, quite literally next door, and I had frankly exhausted my support network with my usual friends and was happy to welcome as much friendship at that time as I could possibly get, she shared during the trial. However, she expressed that Johnny has a disdain for the disaster artist actor. He hated James Franco. He was accusing me of having a thing with him in the past since we had done Pineapple Express together, Amber said on May 5, 2022. The Danish girl actress then explained that Johnny would get jealous easily when it came to Amber and her co-stars. Amber Heard's involvement in drug and sex parties with Tesla CEO Elon Musk has also recently gone viral. According to rumors, the actress has had affairs with renowned male Hollywood actors and producers in the past. It is assumed that she slept her way into the industry. This reveals not only her receiving important roles in films but also her modeling career, which is how she began. Amber Heard has admitted to having affairs when her ex-husband Johnny Depp was gone. It was reported that she slept with several people at Depp's New York condo. Heard was photographed having affairs with powerful men, including Elon Musk. According to Pop Topic, Heard blackmailed director James Wan into keeping her role in the film. According to The Insider, Heard and Wan may have had sexual relations in the past. Despite executive requests, the Aquaman director has refused to replace her as Mira because she has been blackmailing him. Not only that, but Heard and Wan have been photographed with Elon Musk at a private location. According to sources, I am almost positive she slept with him, but I'm even more certain that Aquaman 2 will be the last Hollywood movie you'll ever see Amber Heard in. Hollywood has blacklisted her. Depp launched his $50 million defamation action in Virginia after Heard published an op-ed in the Washington Post about her experiences as a purported domestic violence victim. This did not specifically address the Pirates of the Caribbean actor. Nonetheless, Depp claimed that it exposed him as the abuser, harming his reputation and costing him the position of Captain Jack Sparrow. According to his lawsuit, he was the victim of an elaborate hoax orchestrated by Heard in order to generate positive press and boost her career. MS. Heard is not a victim of domestic abuse, she is a perpetrator, it claimed. She hit, punched, and kicked me. She also repeatedly and frequently threw objects into my body and head, including heavy bottles, soda cans, burning candles, television remote controls, and paint thinner cans, which severely injured me. Heard answered with a harrowing 300-page declaration of her own, chronicling the horrific abuse she claims she underwent at the hands of Depp, referring to him as the monster and rehashing many of the allegations she made during their divorce. The document contained photos of bruises and scars, clumps of hair supposedly pulled from Heard's scalp, and smashed up furniture to demonstrate the alleged violence she endured after hooking up with Depp back in 2011. During the trial, Heard testified about other instances of physical violence in which Depp allegedly slapped her, threw her to the ground, grabbed her hair, pushed her against a wall, headbutted her, and threw objects at her, including drinking glasses and a cell phone. Heard's attorneys presented evidence that they claimed supported her claims, including cell phone photos of Heard with bruises on her face, texts Depp sent using violent language, and an audio recording of Heard apparently pleading with him to put down a knife. Depp's lawyers claimed the images were doctored without providing evidence. Brian Neumeister, an expert witness appointed by Depp's legal team, stated that embedded data proved that certain photographs were processed by an Apple photo editing and sorting application. He noticed that that 3 photographs that appeared to be the same were, in fact, different sizes. He didn't say if they were changed on purpose or not. In his testimony, Depp described Heard as the aggressor in their relationship, instigating arguments that sometimes resulted in physical altercations. He claimed she exposed him to demeaning name-calling and acted out of a need for conflict. It could begin with a slap, it could begin with a shove, it could begin with throwing a TV remote at my head, throwing a glass of wine in my face, Depp said.
I don't even know if I said, I might have said like, what the fuck, you know, whatever. Because I just been hit in the head with the fucking corner of a door.
I'm so sorry, I did not. I'm sorry.
And then I stood up, and then you fucking clocked me.
I remember hitting you as a response to the door thing.
Depp said that he used drugs and alcohol to cope mentally with Heard's alleged abuse and that she, too, drank heavily. Depp also claimed that at the age of 11, he began taking his mother's nerve pills to escape the chaotic nature of the abuse he claims he suffered as a child. Depp's legal team offered audio recordings of the couple's disputes, among other materials, as evidence. In one audio recording, Heard appears to acknowledge hitting Depp while denying punching him. In another recording, Heard says, "Tell people it was a fair fight and see what the jury and judge think. Tell the world, Johnny, tell them, I, Johnny Depp, I'm a victim too of domestic violence, and it was a fair fight, and see if people believe or side with you. See for yourself."
Off your own finger. I am not trying to attack you here. I'm just trying to point out the fact of why I said call 911. Because you had your hands on me after you threw a phone in my face, and it got crazy in the past, and I'm truly sorry.
If that isn't bad enough, Amber allegedly also pooped in Johnny's bed. According to Sterling Jenkins, a member of Depp and Heard's security team, Amber left poop in Johnny's bed as a practical joke. On April 21, 2016, Jenkins testified regarding the events surrounding Heard's 30th birthday dinner. Depp said previously in the trial that he was late to the couple's shared Los Angeles penthouse apartment party because he was having an in-depth talk with his business manager about his unexpectedly awful financial situation. Heard allegedly berated and punched him after the dinner. Depp left Heard at the apartment to go to his home in the Hollywood Hills. The next morning, after Heard had departed for Coachella, a housekeeper discovered feces on Depp's side of the couple's shared bed. My initial response to that was, I laughed. Depp testified earlier, describing the reaction to seeing a photo of the feces. It was so outside, it was so bizarre and so grotesque that I could only laugh. In terms of the infamous Johnny Depp finger story, according to Depp's testimony, the tip of his finger was cut after Heard flung a huge bottle of vodka at him during an argument in Australia. She threw the large bottle and it made contact and shattered everywhere. I honestly didn't feel the pain at first. Depp testified on April 20th. I felt heat, and I felt as if something were dripping down my hand, and then I looked down and realized the tip of my finger had been severed and I was looking directly at my bone sticking out. Heard has consistently denied being responsible for Depp's amputated finger. During her own evidence, she refuted Depp's statements and explained to the jury how Depp injured himself while drinking for 3 days. But at this point, Heard's credibility has been shattered as a result of what she said in the audio recordings released in court, so who knows which account is really true. So, do you think Amber really cut off Johnny's finger in Australia? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, goodbye.